here we are. Team Unugo is live from Austin, Texas at the Jeff Shore Leadership Summit. So we're so excited to be here. So let's all introduce ourselves first. So Serena.
I am Serena. I am the VP of the app division.
I'm Sarah Williams. I'm Director of Sales.
And I'm Anya Chrysanthemum, Brand Chief Officer.
I'm John Lee, the CEO.
I'm Andrew Boone. I'm the Vice President of Business Development.
So it's our first time attending Jeff Shore Leadership Summit. We're super excited to be here. We had an opportunity to see some of our clients, meet a lot of new faces in the industry. So let's each talk about one takeaway so far from the summit. So Serena, we're going to start with you.
I think it's so important to work with your customer and meet their needs and answer their questions, and to also communicate with them. That is the big thing with today, was communicate with your customers, whether we're selling homes or selling our business.
Love that.
My key takeaway is listen more. You can't start selling until you understand what your client needs. Again, not just in home sales, but in software sales or any product that you are. You have to understand the need before you can start selling or serving your clients.
For me, it was actually knowing your boss.
Oh,
So
nice to know you, Anya.
there are some interesting questions like, what are the priorities? What are challenges? What are the top 3 things that your boss is looking for to achieve this year? Are there any personal things going on in their life? So I thought that was a really interesting way to approach that. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting to know John a little bit more.
Yes, you did a good job of learning how to kiss up to your boss.
What not to do.
Yes, for me, I always get back to basics, especially with the changing economics here. It's about lead conversions. We want to drive sales and drive excitement for the customers.
For me, one of the biggest things was actually talking to our builders and builder clients. A lot of them are really intimidated by change and trying to figure out, okay, how do we get all of our entire organization and all of our communities and all of our plans into a tech-forward way of thinking? And what I've said to a lot of them is start small, start incremental, try it out, get comfortable. But I think what you'll see is that it's not as hard as you think. So
Yeah, and the key thing on all that was just get started and make a new goal of it.
Yes, I like that. All right, so you obviously we've seen some clients here today. So you guys, can you talk about some of the clients that we've met and anything that stood out to you from the interaction with the client?
It was great to talk to some of our clients like McKinney Homes and Red Door Homes, just to hear how they are using our product in their workflow every day.
That was something else. So Red Door Homes, we already have a training class. We're going to have a huddle after the show to figure out where exactly we can help their clients or help their sales team leverage our tools even more. Also talking to Richfield Homes, the actual sales team uses our tool. I always say we build our product to be used one way, but it could be being used multiple ways, and it's just great to understand how the clients are actually using it in their everyday life.
It was great to just meet the customers who are actually using our products, and it was great to hear them say like, "Oh yes, we love Unugo," and some of them still refer to us as Rendering House. So for those of you who don't know, Rendering House is Unugo. So it's always cool to meet somebody who doesn't know that they use us, but really they do.
Well, we work with hundreds of small builders here, and it's like 60 or 70 of them here, but the same thing for us, though, is also the big builders. I mean, I say go big, go home, and one of the biggest excitements for me was when Lennar Raleigh came up to us and said, we listened to your podcast, we went to your webinar and seminar in person, and they actually want to visit us in our home office and see live demos.
I have to give a shout out to Wayne Homes, which is one of our most fun clients to work with. I can always expect a laugh or a chuckle when I open their emails. They always sneak one in there for me. So it was great to connect with them.
And I think we can't not give a shout out to Beth Bird
Yes.
with Beacon Homes, who
Yes.
was our winner for the trip to attend this event here today. So we're super excited to see Beth here. So last question for everybody. What's one thing you're looking forward to in Austin, whether it's attending an event, doing something, seeing something before you leave Austin?
Well, we had the barbecue last night. I'm looking forward to more good food. I keep hearing the food out there looks great.
So tonight we're going down to Buffalo's turned into Marr. So whole scene that Marr Loy at ECI Lasso told us about. We wanted to meet her. She's local here in Austin, so I trust her advice. So we're gonna go check that out with her tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna put my party pants on
together.
tonight. So look out, Austin. event, here we come.
Well, I definitely can't be the party pooper. We had a great education here, but it's entertainment night.
That's right. That's right. Hey, I'm always looking for food as well. So
Yes.
I'm with Serena on that one.
Yes, and I think for me, one of the most exciting things was to actually see when you go together, because we are, especially Sarah and I are remote.
Virtual and remote, it's so great to get our family. This is, Jeff's theme is family reunion. So
Yeah.
that's what it felt like to us too.
Yeah, so it's been great to just spend some quality time with our own team, and of course to see the clients and learn from Jeff. So thank you so much, Jeff and the team. So far, the event's been amazing, and we can't wait to come back next year.
Bye-bye, guys.
Joining us is Jordan Brown with Canadian Homes. So Jordan, so nice to see you here at the event.
You as well.
It's been just a quick minute since we saw each other at
Yeah,
ECBC
San
or
Francisco.
the U40. So and congratulations.
Oh, thank you so
Right?
much.
The
Yeah.
fellow winner. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
U40.
Yes. So, have you ever been to one of Jeff's events before?
No, so not in person. This is actually my first time here, live and in person. Did it, of course, over Zoom, the last couple of years. But it's so good, obviously meeting people, for the first time, and then it's like a big family reunion, being able to see some people I haven't seen in a long time.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. It's always the best part for me is to just see all the people here.
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay, give me one takeaway that you think resonated with you so far.
Sure. So, so far, a lot of it is with this normalizing marketplace, how we as area sales managers, for myself at least, is how are we spending our time? What meetings do you actually have to be a part of? And are you spending your time wisely? Whereas, do you need to be there, or could you be in front of your sales consultants out in the field working on conversion? That's a big deal for everybody right now, obviously.
Yeah, I think Elon Musk is famous for that, right? If you don't need to be in the meeting,
Yes.
you just walk away. So
That's
I don't
right.
know how that's going to fly. You just walk away, but maybe prepare them for that. So,
Sure.
Yeah. Obviously, you're in a hot market, so DFW. Are you seeing things change
Yeah,
already?
I would say yes. I would say over the last, call it 4 to 6 last weeks, it's more of a normalizing marketplace. It's interesting seeing some of the knee-jerk reactions that are happening in our market right now. But it's, again, a really great reminder to get in front of our prospects and make sure they have the right education on knowing that they're making the right decision. Because if it's the right decision and it's the right home, now is the time to purchase it.
I like that. It's a great way to overcome some of those objections that it may not be the right time.
Sure.
If it's the right home, it is the right time.
That's it.
Jeff talked a lot about prioritizing,
Yeah.
and you already mentioned a little bit about prioritizing there, but are there any items that you were able to identify that you're like, okay, when I go back, I'm definitely not doing that anymore?
Sure. Well, conversion is a huge conversation right now. You hear a lot from the sales floor, hey, I need more traffic, I need more traffic. Well, if you're not converting the traffic that you have, what are you going to do with more traffic if you even get it? And so that's going to be a hyper focus as we're getting back out in the field and making sure that we're holding folks accountable, for converting and getting folks to the finish line.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Very cool. So are there any things that you recommend folks do while they're in Austin here? Anything you're looking forward to?
Yeah, well, this is the first time I've actually been back to
very cool.
Austin,
Okay.
gosh, in probably 5 years. But we were at, I want to say it was the First Street Bridge, and we were there at sunset, and all the bats came out from under the bridge. I
Yes.
didn't even know that was a thing. Don't judge me. But it was cool to see that. Yeah.
Yes.
The restaurant scene is huge. The entertainment scene is huge here. So there's just so much to do.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to a little exploring myself. Although I heard the bats that as soon as they wake up, they cruise there.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, so I don't know. I may skip that part.
No, okay.
So.
Fair enough.
Well, Jordan, it's always a pleasure to see you,
Thank you.
and thank you so much for spending some time.
You as well. Thanks, son.
I'm here with Whitney Hopkins from Smart Dwellings. So, Whitney, why did you decide to come to Jeff's event?
I wanted to come to learn more about how to better manage my sales team and just to get more knowledge.
Yeah, so what was one takeaway so far? I know it's only day one, half a day, not even half a day, so anything that
One
jumps out?
takeaway so far is to get rid of all of those things that are just busy work and just take up time and really put focus on our salespeople and make sure they're trained and have the tools they need to do their job.
So what would be those busy things for you that you're planning on getting rid of when you come back?
I work for a smaller company and wear lots of hats. I think there's several things that I can hand off to other people to do, such as data entry and just some of those smaller things that take up a lot of my time.
So tell us a little bit about Smart Dwellings, who you guys are and what type of products you build.
We're a smaller home builder. We are shooting to build about 30 homes this year. We have several floor plans that people can select from, and we allow them to personalize their home. We are not a custom builder.
Where are you located? What
We
areas?
are located in Rock Springs, Wyoming, but we build between Evanston and Rollins.
One of the things Jeff talked about is the changing market. So have you noticed any changes in the last few months and what the market has been like for you?
Our market's a lot different than I think a lot of the people that are here. We have had some hesitation with the high interest rates, but overall things are staying pretty steady for us, just because we're so isolated and don't have much competition in our area.
Well, that's good. So hopefully it's going to stay
I
that
hope
way.
it stays that way.
Yes, exactly. Is there anything you look forward to in particular for the rest of the show? Any activities you look forward to doing while you're here in Austin?
I kind of want to get out and explore a little bit. I want to rent a bike and ride around downtown and just check it out.
Well, very cool. Well, thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Awesome. So joining us is the legendary Jane Marr with Success Strategy. So Jane, I'm so excited to see you.
Thank you, Anya. It's so good to see you too.
Yes. So have you been to Jeff's event before this?
I haven't, but Jeff's legendary in the industry, and it is not disappointing. It is absolutely as fabulous as we would expect from Shore Consulting.
Yes. So for those people who may not know you, Jane, tell us a little bit about Success Strategies and what is it that you do?
We create studios. We do all kinds of design studio strategies. So we are the design studio experts for builders and designers.
And I know recently you've gone online. So tell us about that.
Yes. Well, in addition to creating design studios and doing analysis on product and pricing and brand alignment and all of that for design studios, one of the things that lights me up every day is the opportunity to coach and train design consultants and others who are also involved in home personalization. So we have our DC Pro training and certification program that's online, and it's allowed us to have a broader reach and to really be honored to hopefully give some great ideas for all the design studio professionals out there to get better at delivering a world-class customer experience, to increasing option sales, and to streamlining the whole design experience.
So Jane, what do you see as far as trends go? Obviously the market has shifted.
Yes.
So are the builders shifting in the way that what they offer now in the design?
Well, that's a good question. I think there's, trends in terms of products and trends in terms of, what we study also, which is customer experience and retail theory. And along those lines, I think there's broad implications for builders to be able to really capture the way that people today want to purchase a home and the way that they want to personalize it. So we're doing a lot of talking about things like creating a truly seamless hybrid experience that encompasses online and virtual and tech. We're definitely working more to bring in the amazing tech tools that have, quite frankly, been missing for a very long time in the industry. I'm always talking about SKU reduction and that less is more, and the need to simplify things as customers want an easier, simpler, more fulfilling, more guided way to get to personalization. We're looking at packages and collections, and also the role of the design studio professional today. A lot of things that dovetail so well with what Jeff's talking about here, and how can the design studio shift a little bit to really now focus on helping the sales team leverage personalization as a compelling reason to buy from the builder.
For sure. We know that people want to personalize their homes. So I'm curious, how do you think people feel about packages?
Well, I think packages and collections, I mean, we've been talking about this for years and years. I guess for every builder, it's really about finding brand alignment. Like, what are you good at as a company? Who's the target market you attract? Is the a la carte traditional design studio business model the best one? Is packages and collections the best one? And you know, for some people, they just want to buy a home and they're not all that focused on a top priority of personalization. So all of these are viable business strategies. All of these we see successful companies, builders in the industry. I think going forward, whenever it's a little bit of a down market, personalization and being able to help customers really get a home that satisfies their design style, their lifestyle needs, those tend to become more and more important. And so we'll see builders re-emphasizing, I think, personalization again, and packages and collections are, you know, a very, very important part of going forward, but they have to be done right. It's not just about what's pretty. It has to be a strategic, structured experience that will help the builder and the customer.
Love that. And what's been the major takeaway for you so far from this experience today from Jeff?
You know, it just always reminds me, I think, of how similar new home sales and the design studio are. I, you know, got a real estate license. I sold homes early in my career for both a large builder and a small local builder. So I think, you know, I don't get to spend all that much time with the sales teams and being out here with these amazing sales leaders and hearing the challenges that they're having. You know, it's just more helpful for me to be able to coach the design teams into supporting what the sales team is.
Amazing.
And always amazing takeaways from Jeff and his team, always.
Yes. So, Jane, if somebody wanted to learn more about your online program or about you, what's the best way to connect with you?
Oh, thank you. Well, I would invite you to check out through our website. We have a bunch of free resources. Our website is optforsuccess.net. That's OPT, the number 4, success.net. As soon as you get onto our website, you can access our 2022 Design and Product Trends presentation for all the hot products we should be offering in our studios. We also are running a free open to the public series of design studio discussion groups, and Anya, the very first one next month, is focusing on packages and collections. So we invite everybody to sign up for that and hopefully get a few good ideas and sparks in there. And you know, plenty of other information on there as well.
Awesome. Well, Jane, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm so excited to be sitting next to you at
I know, we get to spend
so.
time together, so
Yes.
thank you, Anya, so much. Oh, I love it, I appreciate it, and good luck out there, everybody.